Hello and welcome back. Well, every one of us have heard the name Rolex as it has become the world's best known and best selling brand of expensive watches. But does quality have to do anything with its success? Well, probably not. Quality is important, but brands are not built by quality alone. So in this video, we will dive deeper into how Rolex became a brand and how they created a quality of perception and outshined their competitors in the market. Let's begin. Rolex started in 1905 as Wildorf and Davish by Hans Wildorf and Alfred Davish in London. The company registered Rolex as the brand name of its watches in 1908 and became Rolex Watch Company Limited in 1915. Wildorf always focused on quality of their watches. Well, what is quality? Everybody thinks they can differentiate a high quality product from a low quality product, but in reality, things are not so obvious. Does Rolex keep better time than a Timex or a Casio? Probably not. So how on earth did Rolex become a successful brand? They used a psychological principle called law of quality. In other words, they actually produced quality watches, but their price was too high for the sort of quality they claim. So they basically created a perception of higher quality. Quality or perception of quality resides in the mind of the buyer. If you want to build a powerful brand, you have to build a powerful perception of quality in the mind of the buyer. As it happens, the best way to build a quality perception in the mind is by following laws of branding. They followed the law of contraction. What happens when you narrow your focus? You became a specialist rather than a generalist. And specialist is generally perceived to know more. For example, cardiologists know more about the heart rather than a general practitioner of medicine. Most people think so, and the perception is also true. Take another example. Wide brands like General Electrics and General Motors look strong, but they are really weak. They look strong because they are well known and are in business for decades. But when they go against the specialist, they become weak. When you dominate a category, you become extremely powerful. Microsoft has 90% of the worldwide market for desktop computer operating systems. Same applies with the Intel, as it has 80% of market capitalization in the world for microprocessors. Another factor in building a higher quality perception is having a higher price. Rolex has become a price tag. The people who wear a Rolex watch does not do so to be more punctual. The customer who wears a Rolex watch does so to let other people know that he or she can afford to buy a Rolex watch. Other factor that contributed to Rolex success was its fine design and quality of watches. Rolex made its watches look bigger, heavier, and unique in design.